I get a lot of questions about why relationships wind up in trouble and what people can do to fix that. And so these are two separate things that I'm going to talk about today, but I want to do it with a lot of intention and carefully because I don't want you to misunderstand anything that I say. I'm Dr. Elena Sherwood, your relationship expert. I was a couples therapist for 35 years. So when we talk about why they get into trouble, part of it is that people like being in a relationships, but they don't really want to be in a relationships in a sense in what's required to be in it deeply. How many relationships have you known that fell apart because they refused to hear, they refused to listen, they refused to change anything about themselves? And this is just going to happen because it's really hard. If there's anything that we are so good at, it's making a thorough list of everything that our partner does wrong and everything we believe they should be fixing. The missing ingredient there is relationships don't get fixed by partners towards somebody else. Relationships only shift from inside. They shift when it's driven from inside, and I make the change myself. Not because my partner wants me to, not because whatever, it's because I want to save this relationship, and I will invest in letting my guard down, letting myself be vulnerable, admitting I make mistakes, and admitting that there are things I need to change, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make those happen. So that's how relationships get into trouble, and people miss that part. And so stop making a list of everything that's wrong with your partner and shift that to everything that you are willing and prepared to do and will do for this relationship to be healthier. No more outward focused, you're going in. That I've sort of answered the second question about what you can do to make it even better. But for some of us, intimacy and emotional vulnerability, that's really either it's not that it's above your head. You know what that is. You're an intelligent human being. But it's like, that sounds kind of cringy, right? That sounds kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm not a sappy rom-com and a Hallmark movie, and I'm not one of those, people who can get poetic to express. No, all I'm really asking for you to do is to be open-minded about where you put a wall up. If your partner's asking something of you, do you come up with excuses and why you can't deal and why you don't want to? Or do you welcome their input with open arms? Maybe your partner's saying, I really need this from you. And maybe you're saying, yeah, my goodness, you're needy. Should you be saying, tell me more about what you need? Let me figure out why I'm having a very hard time giving you what you need. So I'm really interested in having you shift. If you really want to save your relationship or want it really healthy, focus on what you inside are ready to do for it.